Before you get the jet or the yacht, you have to accept the risk.
I told you.
The worry.
This is absolutely devastating.
And the dirty work that comes with flipping. I was so broke when I got started, I actually lived in my mom's garage. But I took the gamble. And now I've put it on the line over 500 times to build a better life for my family. To new beginnings, our new home at the beach. Cheers, everybody.
Yay.
Now I'm out to help novice flippers who are ready to bet on themselves.
This is like the highest risk flip I've ever been involved in.
Together, we'll take the worst of the worst and fight like hell to make a mountain of money, turning them into the best on the block.
This should be closed off.
How do you figure that out?
Experience. That's why I'm here.
What's up, Jeffrey?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. I just got a text message with a couple pictures of Grandma's house. What was that? Once you flip long enough, you realize that everyone in this business knows everyone else. So my buddy Jeff called me about some novice flippers that he grew up with to see if I could help him out.
One of the guys I grew up with, his name's Brian, and his brother Eric, and then their buddy Mike. They've got a house they're flipping. So I thought maybe you could help them out.
I mean, if they're nothing like you, I'm more than happy to help. If they're anything like you, I am out.
Yeah, they're nothing like me, dude.
Where's the flip at?
So this one's in Los Alamitos.
Okay, that's not too far from my house.
But I do have to warn you, man. These guys argue, and they can't agree on anything when it comes to design, business decisions, any of it.
Well, you know me, I'm the mediator.
You will be.
Shoot me their information, names, phone numbers, I'll reach out, and I should be able to help them, actually.
Right on.
Hey man, where you at? Oh, that sucks. That's a bummer. I mean, I get it. All right, I'll let Mike know right now. He's pulling up. All right, man, I'll talk to you later. I just talked to Brian. He's not going to be able to come. He's got to finish that other job so he could focus on this one full time.
That's a bummer. I was kind of wishing he could be here, is what it is.
Look, there's Tarek. Hey, what's up, man?
How you doing, Tarek?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
All right, we have
Mike.
Mike, nice to meet
Great
you.
to meet you.
Eric, nice to meet you.
So this is it, huh?
This is it.
Looks like an easy fixer.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so my brother also helps as well. He kind of helps run the projects.
He's not here today.
Well, no.
He's got to work today, and he's got 2 daughters he has to feed, so.
We'll see him next time then.
Yes.
Okay. Then you guys are splitting it 3 ways.
Yes.
Correct.
So I'm responsible for finding the deals typically and going out door knocking.
Yep.
I send him the addresses, he runs the numbers and says, yes, it'll
Yep.
work if we can get it for this number. My brother has 20 years of commercial construction experience,
Yep.
running huge jobs. Now I got a baby on the way, and my wife said, you better figure it out or else we're done.
We got some bills to pay.
Yes, that's right. I'm the one that brought this team together to flip houses, but we're not as experienced as I thought. Brian's a construction guy, but he mostly does commercial. The residential world, that's still fairly new to him. Mike, great with money, but he's still learning the flipping business. I thought I knew a lot, but every day I'm finding out that there's still a lot more that I don't know and that I need to learn. So having Tarek's help with this would be very beneficial.
And how many flips have you guys done?
2.
How did you guys do on the first deal?
The first deal we made 110,000.
Second one, we're scheduled to make
Yep.
about 70, 80,000 on that. Splitting it 3 ways and doing 1 flip at a time is kind of not gonna cut it when it comes to being able to lead the job full time. So we're hoping this kind of takes us to the next level and kind of catapults us to be able to get multiple at a time.
On the last flip, my brother and I, we got into a big fight about countertops on Easter Sunday in front of my whole family.
Oh, no.
Blew out. I thought the counters needed to be changed, and he didn't.
So you almost
But-
went to blows with your brother.
Almost went to
Over
blows.
a countertop.
Over countertop.
We definitely have a lot of questions that we're hoping that you can answer for us to keep those fights to the minimum. This is pretty much the make or break for us to move on to the next level and do this full time. So
The good thing is, 3 of you working together, you can actually build the team and build the business and actually scale it. So I think it's a great thing to have multiple people working together.
Awesome.
What did you guys pay for the house?
we paid 1.275.
1.275.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to sell it for?
1.7.
What would you guys do out here in the front? Because the front of it's kind of funky, huh?
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
front here, we want to knock these eaves back here where the points are, take them back, bring the roof out. You see this slope here in the roof? That actually slopes down inside too, so it makes the room a lot smaller. So we'd like to just bring that straight out.
How much do you think that's gonna run?
It's looking like probably around 20,000.
Just for that?
Just for this, because when you see the inside, you understand the beam needs to go up.
Then what was the rehab budget here? Because
200,000.
Okay, so you guys have a good rehab budget.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
20 grand. Oh, yeah, I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. Let's see this thing.
All right.
Oh, wow, it does come down, doesn't it? Man, they just used to build houses so differently.
So this is gonna be the big cost here, is
Yep.
this beam, moving this beam up.
So 100%, this beam would be gone. It's gonna be shifted over here, so we're
Yep.
gonna have a normal
So we have
squared
a
off
normal
ceiling.
squared off ceiling, yes.
Okay, nice. This is a big expense, but totally worth the $20,000 because if they don't fix this roof line, the house is always gonna feel dated. What's the plan with this big wall right here?
So this beam here, we have to move that beam up. We're gonna open it up, knock the whole thing down, make it just a big open concept.
Nice. How long do you think the project's gonna take?
We have a schedule of 11 weeks.
11 weeks, we're hoping.
Wait, with permits?
With permits.
Permits.
I'm thinking more like 16, 18 weeks.
Okay.
If you guys move fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually a good sized kitchen. So you guys planning on doing like uppers and lowers on this back wall,
Yes.
running it this way.
Refrigerator over here, and then we're gonna do lowers here with floating shelves.
Thinking maybe like a 7-foot island. We're not sure if that's too big.
Bigger's always better.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was Brian saying about?
I think this area is gonna cost somewhere around 15 to 25, somewhere in there.
Okay, got it. If I were to guess how much it would cost me to do this, it'd probably be about 25 to 30. Let's go look at these bedrooms, huh?
Perfect.
Okay, so this entire thing is primary. This is
Yes.
funky. We have bathroom, closet, bedroom, and you can see right
Yes.
through.
Yeah.
Huh.
We've been going back and forth. We had about 4 ideas so far, but the one that we're thinking about going with is we want to move the vanities to over here so it's a double vanity.
But we get rid of this closet.
So where
Yes.
the closet is right now, that would now be bathroom.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it. So that way you'll have more space. You can do a full-size shower.
Yes.
I like the idea of expanding the bathroom because it feels a little tight in here. But then we'd have to rebuild the closet, and it's not a very big bedroom.
Yeah.
What's behind this?
So there's a laundry room on the other side.
Is it a side-by-side or a stackable?
It's a side-by-side right now.
Make it a stackable. We can push this wall back all the way to there.
Yeah.
So then we still have the closet for the primary, and now we have a rectangular shaped bathroom.
I like that. So this is the primary.
We have some big windows. What are you guys planning on doing there?
Putting some sort of door there.
Actually, I like that idea. So you can put a sliding door here, maybe build off a little deck, and then it takes you right out to the pool.
Yep.
Bedroom number two.
New carpet, new paint.
Okay. Oh, this is funky. We got a lot of cockroaches
Yeah,
here.
lots of them. They're lovely.
Wait a minute. So is this,
That's the laundry room there, too.
Yeah.
is there anywhere in the house we can relocate the laundry?
So far, we can't find a place.
Yeah.
When's Brian? He'll be here next time, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we might need a little bit, a little contractor help. So then we have bedroom
Number 3.
bedroom number 4. Okay, so simple stuff.
Yep, keeping it simple.
And what's in here?
Just the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the furnace. We could do the stackable laundry. That would go right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that.
We'd have to relocate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have options.
Yeah.
That means a lot of concrete back here. It's not good looking concrete either.
No.
So, like, what do you guys want to do back here?
This has honestly been our biggest point of argument. His brother Brian wants to spend the money. I'm thinking more maybe not spend the money.
To be honest, like, it's not a big house. Los Alamitos, buyers expect quality. Trying to sell it for 1.7 million. I don't think we're gonna get the numbers you want leaving it like this.
Okay.
Makes sense.
The design's gonna be important here. Just try to make it as nice as possible.
Okay.
So, numbers. You paid $1,275,000 for the house.
Yes.
Yes.
You said it's gonna cost about $200,000 to fix it up.
Yes.
Yes.
What's your monthly mortgage payment?
It's about $9,000.
And start to finish, construction, listing, getting a buyer, going through escrow, closing escrow, how long do you think that's gonna take?
4 months.
$36,000 in carrying cost.
Yep.
And your selling cost,
About 40,000.
Yep.
which gives us a break even of $1,551,000.
Yep.
Sales price you're hoping for is 1.7, which leaves us a net profit of $149,000.
Divided by 3.
Yep. Divided by 3.
Divided by 3. So if all works out perfectly, it's roughly $50,000 per partner.
Yes.
So before I got here, I did run the property myself, and the comps I was looking at was telling me the resale price on this is probably around 1.6. Okay, which brings the profit from 149 down to roughly $50,000
Divided by 3.
divided by 3.
Splitting 50 grand 3 ways out of this flip makes me very nervous, especially with the baby on the way. So we need to get as much out of this flip as we can.
But that being said, We're in a crazy market.
Yeah.
Okay. So my number is conservative 1.6. Depending on what the market's doing when the time comes to sell, we might raise that up.
Okay.
So we need to squeeze every dollar we can out of this house. We have to have a killer design. We have to be efficient, and we got to communicate.
Okay.
This is a huge flip, and on paper, these guys are the perfect people to tackle it. A real estate guy, a finance guy, and a contractor. The problem is, none of them really know how to handle their roles. If I can get this team to live up to their true potential, their business can be a huge success.
So according to schedule, we should be doing that front of house beam move.
We had a subcontractor that was going to help deal with the roof line, but he bailed on us. So now I'm taking on this work also. We're finding out that it's going to be a lot more expensive than we initially thought.
We can't move this beam up anymore like we wanted to for the open concept. It's like an additional 50 grand to do all that.
The pitch of the roof is just much more complicated than we're told. There isn't enough room to tuck the massive beam up into the ceiling. We'd have to raise the entire roof to get rid of it.
Oh, are we able to flatten this out?
Just we can't do it.
I know Brian's a construction guy, but he mostly does commercial and not residential. I'm not sure I trust his opinion on this. Tarek said that we need to max out the design on this house in order to get the top dollar. I just don't trust that leaving the roof line like this is the right call.
The guys told me about the roofing contractor bailing and moving the beam. It's gonna cost an additional $50,000. So I'm stopping by today to see what some of the options are. Here's the contractor I've been hearing about.
Hopefully good things. You never know with my brother.
I don't think it was good things.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And you usually do commercial construction, right?
Yeah, I've been
So
doing
how is the residential a little different than commercial for you?
It's easier, it's smaller items, things you can move through things quicker. So my problem is design, right?
So it's more a lot more design focused, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
When I met with these two last time, they said all the construction would be done within 11 weeks.
Yeah, we're counting on the construction done in 11 weeks.
I'm gonna be very impressed if you get this thing done.
I've actually been doing a lot of the physical work too. It is what it is, you know, gotta keep moving. Holding costs are what they are, and I don't wanna keep spending them. These guys have shown up, I think they brought sandwiches or something, I know what they did.
Water bottles.
He's safer without the tools.
Yeah, I'd probably just get in the way.
And then mom would be mad, it'd be another Easter situation all over again.
I heard about the Easter fight.
Right?
Pretty sure I was right, I don't know. It was me.
My brother and I can really joke about our fights, but the reality is that they can get really ugly. I've been biting my tongue about this beam issue so that I'm not starting a fight with him. So I'd really like to get Tarek to weigh in on this.
What's going on with this?
The deal is it's so deep that if you push it up, you have to grow the height of the whole roof. And we just can't afford it.
So you literally, in order to get rid of this beam, you literally have to raise the entire roof line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just wondering how this is gonna affect the sale. I'd leave it. Yeah, I'd leave it.
Thank you.
If we were in an appreciating market, I would say, you know what, deal with the delays.
Yeah.
Let's just do it perfect. But because of the market we're in, we gotta move fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna drywall this, you're gonna redo the fireplace, you're gonna modernize the whole area, so it'll work.
Perfect.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Took a big weight off our shoulders
It'll work.
there.
It doesn't really make sense to spend that much time and money to change that roof line. But they can still update the look. If they drywall over the beams to create clean lines, put new tile on the fireplace, and replace those dated windows, the entire space is gonna feel more contemporary. So what else we got going on?
So this is another one too, same deal. To move this beam all the way up, we'd have to redo the whole roof.
Okay.
All new trusses, get it engineered out.
Leave the beam. Then we just gotta figure out design.
Yes. So I think we're kind of trying to go with mid-century modern.
Yeah.
Or more modern.
Or modern.
More of a modern. You know, we could fight about it again if you want.
Yeah,
But
we could.
we're not really clear on the design styles.
This home shouldn't really be mid-century or modern. The inside needs to match the outside. With the clean look they're doing on the exterior, a contemporary design on the inside is probably the best way to go. So when it comes to design, you guys are not agreeing on everything right now.
All over the place.
Sort of out of our depth.
Yeah.
Okay.
My wife, Tara, she's kind of the one that we're bouncing some ideas off of. We're gonna incorporate her into kind of moving forward so we don't screw anything else up.
Why don't we set up a shopping trip? I'll go with you guys, bring Tara.
Perfect.
We'll work on designing this house and we'll knock it out of the park.
Perfect.
Cool.
That sounds great.
We discovered during demo that the house has all-cloth wiring, and that's a major fire hazard. We also found out that we need to completely replace the electrical panel. Mike and I are trying to juggle the budget and try to figure out where this is gonna take us.
Okay, so did we reconfigure the bathrooms?
We did, yeah.
Dang, that is way better. This is like way, way better.
Yeah.
This is a primary bathroom now. It's not some random motel bathroom.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, it's nice now because now we have a rectangle, right?
Yeah.
It feels like a suite.
Yeah.
How are you guys gonna lay it out?
So what we have here is a kind of a big walk-in shower, about 42 here, then 50 out to here. We're leaving the water closet where
The what?
The water closet.
The what?
Toilet. It's a technical term. No, I'm proper. I don't know what to tell you. You were raised in a barn. Not my problem. Double vanity. Had a single one before.
My only question is, why didn't you guys have the shower on the back wall? So right when you walk in, you see the shower.
It just couldn't seem to make it work.
In a house like this, where we really need to stretch for that high-end look, I would have put the shower on the far end to showcase the tile. Unfortunately, the plumbing, it's already in place, so making a switch at this point wouldn't be worth the cost. This was the funky bathroom.
Yeah.
Yes, this is the worst one, yes.
Okay, so now we have tub shower,
Yep.
vanity toilet.
Yes.
Where's laundry?
We took some advice.
Oh, this is where we talked about putting it, right? So there was a furnace here.
100%, yep. We
So-
moved that up into the attic.
It looks so much better. We're making progress. I think we have, what, another 6 weeks to go?
Yeah.
You guys better boogie.
The drywallers are supposed to be out this week, and they keep calling in sick for quite a few days. Getting kind of frustrated here. We have a monthly holding cost that we keep paying. I'm afraid with this extra week, it's gonna push us back, and we'll lose more money.
With the delays at the house, it's a good time to meet up with the guys and start shopping for the kitchen materials. While the guys pick out some materials on their own, I'm gonna talk to Mike's wife, Tara, to find out if she knows what she's getting herself into. So you feeling any pressure trying to design an almost $2 million house?
Yes, and there's a lot of opinions, so hopefully I'll step in, they'll step away, because right now it's kind of like a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
So we're updating the outside of the house, but on the inside, Mike's wife Tara's been helping us with the design, and she's really pushing for a contemporary look. Brian's gonna really push back on the high design because it's gonna cost more and it's gonna take more time. Brian is a commercial guy who wants to get in there and get things done as cheap and quick as possible.
All right, Tara, so we have all the materials out.
Yes,
What do you think about the choices?
it's what I expected. Actually,
What do you guys think about the backsplash that she pulled?
I like that. Yeah, I actually really like that.
I think it's perfect for the house.
Okay.
When it comes to countertop, what are you guys thinking?
I like this one.
I think I like that
Yeah,
one.
I might like that one too.
I think that it accents this well.
I'm just gonna be stubborn and like mine.
The way things are going, what they want to put in the house, we're gonna bust the bank. We have a very tight budget. If they go with some more commercial grade products, I think we can save a bit of money and help us come under budget.
I know it's not popular, but I like the simplicity of it. I like the look and I like the cost savings. You know, it's slightly cheaper than a quartz.
You're gonna cut corners on a, how mad would you be if you bought a $1.7 million house and you had countertops that were
$1.7 million,
$1?
are you gonna come up with the money to pay for the rest or what? Where are you gonna find that
We'll
from?
figure
That's
it
the
out.
problem. How many countertop
We'll
arguments
knock
are
on
we
some
gonna get
doors
into?
and we'll
We're gonna
find
do
some
this
more
whole thing
money.
about Easter again. You can't just come and then tell me that this isn't good. That's almost the same color, but the cost savings are different.
The countertop dilemma.
That's right.
So in a kitchen of this magnitude, I guess on a $1.6, $1.7 million house, when it comes to countertops, the material cost can be a little bit higher.
Cool.
It kind of nails the look of the house.
Yeah.
My opinion is let Tara finalize the design and let's go with what she wants to go with.
Cool.
The only way you will ever grow and scale a business is by delegating.
Yeah.
So those are the floors we chose.
Okay?
A bright white shaker cabinet with the dark blue island, this backsplash, and then I would choose bright white, simple quartz countertops.
It's clean, it's transitional. I think it's great for the city it's in, and I think people are gonna really like it. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, guys?
I think we got it. Welcome.
What's
How
up,
you
buddy?
doing?
I was in the neighborhood, and Eric gave me a call because he had some questions about finding comps for his flip, so I told him I'd stop by.
So when we're looking at comps and we're kind of trying to justify where we sit, like there's some houses that are a little bit bigger than ours, but they're not as nice. It's kind of all over the place. There's smaller ones that are running higher, but they're nicer.
When you're comping properties, you always want to compare apples with apples, oranges with oranges, right? You're never going to take a 3,000 square foot house and try to comp it with a 1,500 square foot house.
There's a house down the street that's 1,900 square feet. That went for, I think, around 1.7, but it's outdated, probably was updated in the 90s, but it doesn't have the RV parking or the pool. How would we use that as a comp?
Okay, so this is how I would look at it. So that house is about 400 square foot larger, not remodeled. You guys are spending hundreds of thousands of dollars here. It doesn't have RV parking and it doesn't have a pool. I would say those two values are probably gonna be pretty similar.
Okay.
And here's what I like to do too. Always put yourselves in the buyer's shoes, right?
Yeah.
Ask yourself, would you want to live in this house, brand new, 1,600 square foot with RV parking and a pool? Or would you rather live in the house up the street that's not remodeled, that 2,000 square feet?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
This one, right?
for sure.
Now, if that house was 800 square foot larger, we can't compare.
Yeah.
But because it's only 400 square foot larger, we can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We lost a few days, but the drywallers are finally here closing up walls and the sloped roof line above the fireplace. Hopefully this fix will modernize the space enough to where the buyers won't even notice it.
Excited?
Yes, hopefully she is gonna show herself today.
Today we're going to get our sonogram. It's been crazy getting the house ready for the baby, dealing with the flip, and then Tarek recommended getting my broker's license, so I've been working on that too because it would really help the business, but today I'm excited to put it all on hold to take a look at my baby girl.
You think the house is gonna be ready?
Who knows?
What do you mean, who knows?
Yeah, I think so.
I hope so, because I need you at home to help me.
Kenna, she's been on me a lot about getting that flip done and being home when the baby gets here. So hopefully, you know, it's all gonna come together right at the right time.
All right, let's see what she's doing today. You're gonna see her on the big screen there on the wall.
That is wild.
It's my child in there, you know. I'm ready and not ready, you know. Seeing her is one step closer to being there.
See her little rolls.
Rolls. So she is like her dad.
Just
Got rolls like her dad.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
How's it going?
What do you think?
Welcome to the backyard.
You guys got to work.
Yeah, we just did this ourselves, no big deal.
Was there a block wall right here?
Yeah.
It was, there was blocks. I don't know if you call it a wall because we just pushed it over with our hand. Rebar came out of the ground and everything, so.
Yep.
I see new plaster, new pool tile, new coping, new concrete. So did you guys end up spending more back here or less back here than you thought?
More here than our initial assessment.
So did you guys end up spending more back here or less back here than you thought?
More here than our initial assessment.
There
You
was
know.
a leak in the pool.
Well, we knew there was one up high, but they kept filling it, and then we found there was one a little bit lower than that, too. It's like another 10 grand you put in, but you got concrete edge up to the side,
Yeah.
you got all new tiles in, lighting in that deck back there, so they could hang out. I think it was worth it for us. It kind of made it pop a little more.
What color are you gonna paint the house?
White. The trim will actually kind of match the block wall, too.
So like black and white?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I dig that.
What do you think about putting a wall back up there?
I feel like we need separation.
Okay.
So should we do a block wall, or do you think we should just do a wooden gate all the way across?
Oh, I'd save the money and do a wooden gate.
Wooden gate,
Okay.
okay.
Last time I was here, you guys were talking about that comp at 1.7 that was larger,
Yeah.
but it didn't have a pool, didn't have the RV parking.
Yeah.
So are you guys starting to see how this house is becoming more valuable?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely, yeah, totally.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, I like it. The guys seem to be headed in the right direction. But I noticed that Mike, he can often take a back seat to Eric and Brian. He just doesn't seem as invested. But as a finance guy, he needs to have more confidence and some opinions. I'm gonna have to think of a way to get him more involved. I'm impressed. It looks like you guys have been jamming. Where's the third amigo today?
He's working on getting his broker's license.
Oh, no way.
So we kind of like to take this to the next level, open our own brokerage, have a real estate team work with us, which is kind of beneficial for everyone. With our business plan and model, it's really great for Eric to go after and get his real estate broker's license. I hope he can get his test done soon because it puts a lot more pressure on me to kind of manage everything over the project.
How do the cabinets come out? Oh, that looks so nice.
Yeah, we got that blue color, I think, kind of pops.
It's starting to feel like a $1.7 million house.
Yep.
I'll take it.
And you know what doesn't bother me as much anymore and it doesn't stand out as much? The drop-down ceiling.
Yep.
Yeah.
After drywalling the beams and installing new windows, the living room feels a lot more contemporary. All the detail before kind of drew your eye to the slope of the roof, but now with the clean lines, you don't even notice it. Yeah, and then once you guys get that fireplace tile up, it's gonna look gorgeous. So what tile are you guys actually gonna go with?
What's your opinion on this?
I love it, yeah, because it has a concrete look.
Yeah.
Yeah, ties into the exterior color too.
That's kind of what we were thinking, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
As the money guy, it's crucial that Mike steps up for the future of the company. He can't just be along for the ride. Because they're running out of money and need a long-term plan, I'm gonna give him some tips to really build his confidence so he can get out there and find some new investors. Eventually, you're gonna run out of people you know.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're coming at right now. We're kind of running out of people to kind of keep scaling, you know?
Got it. So there's two things you need to do. Go to like all the local real estate meetups.
Okay.
At the real estate meetups, there are dozens of people that they want to be investors or they want to invest with investors. Another thing I really think you guys should do is build a brand.
Okay.
Okay. You guys are unique. There's 3 of you. You're younger. You're in business together. The brothers are crazy, right? So really build a brand.
Okay.
To show them how to establish a brand, I put together a company pitch deck so they can share with potential investors. Talking about who you guys are, what you do, company's goals, right? So, and that's why it's really important you send this to them before you meet with them. Be like, hey, I'm gonna send you a deck about my company, what we do, who we are, where we're from, where we're going.
Yeah.
So this right here should do all the heavy lifting for you.
So you're not up there reading through every line. You're kind of just going based on questions they have off of what you sent them. Okay.
Exactly. Once you establish your brand, the pitch, it's the hardest part, especially for a quiet guy like Mike. So I'm gonna have him talk to one of my business partners, Pete, to help him feel more comfortable with the process.
One of the things I'm kind of curious is when you're looking to invest in somebody or a company, what would be the big thing that you're looking for? Like, is it time, like quickness, people to turn over the
Well, even before that, do I trust the person, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like, you know, that's why people usually start with friends and family, you know, because they well, hopefully.
Yeah.
If you're trustworthy, it usually shows, right?
Yeah.
And so that is a big component.
We take a percentage of what the person's willing to invest, and we've been giving them a 10% return on that money.
In what time period?
So we've been doing them in like 3 months or less.
Wow, okay, that's pretty solid.
So really like hone in on the power of having a partner that handles all the construction.
Okay.
He can run projects all day long, so you really want to hit on that.
Okay.
How long have you been flipping for?
The past like year and a half, maybe a little less, like the past year. This will be our 3rd completed one.
Really hone in on past experience. I mean, if you show them the before pictures of this like nasty, disgusting roach-infested house, and then show them 120 days later, this beautiful contemporary home, they're gonna see you know what you're doing.
Definitely.
The key to pitching is to be fearless. Sell your strengths and have answers for your weaknesses.
Good to meet you, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Mike's wife, she did a lot of the design in the project. She picked out some tiles and stuff for the bathroom to help move us a little farther ahead. So with Eric sending so much for his broker's license, we asked Tarek to come by to make sure we're headed in the right direction. We're thinking about maybe these 2 for the primary bathroom, and this would be, you know, mosaic shower pan tile, the flooring in the bathroom, and then the shower wall here. And then we have this for the shower wall, shower floor, and then the floor.
I do like this dark right here just because I think it does tie in maybe with like the fireplace and kind of the look we're going on that side of the house. So my thought is this can help tie that all together.
I feel like the bathroom would appear a lot larger if you guys went with this look. What did your wife think?
That one.
Then you know the answer. You know the answer. Okay, like honestly, yeah, I'd go with the lighter one.
And then this was kind of our other option here we had for the guest restroom.
So this would be bathroom floor?
Yes.
Shower walls?
Yep.
All right.
Thinking of that.
Cool.
I think we got a plan.
All right, cool. Thank you, man. Tiles, all this extra stuff.
I'm really starting to feel like costs are adding up. We had a pool crack, electrical issues, all these upgrades that they want to do. I'm afraid that put us way over budget. And I haven't heard from Eric in days. At this point, I kind of feel like I'm just doing this on my own.
Hello.
So I'm just over here at the house, had to run and go pick up tiles, trying to run a crew, just looking at the costs, the invoices and stuff. Dude, we're hitting over budget. Is anyone paying attention to that, or is it just me out here by myself?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing our best.
To pay attention to it, but I mean...
What does doing our best mean? Are you paying attention or not? It's like a yes or no question. What are you doing right now?
Right now, I'm on my way to go see
The doctor for my wife's pregnancy.
Maybe if you communicated a little bit, I would know that.
Focus on doing your job.
What's your job? Not communicating, not letting me know what's going on? I thought you were gonna watch the budget too. That's just all on me? I'll talk to you later, man. I'm done with this.
All right, gentlemen. So we have some talking to do.
Yeah.
Brian told me about the big fight with Eric, so I'm calling the guys into my office so we can talk it through. We need to get to the bottom of this because this partnership is just not gonna work if they're always fighting. So what actually happened, so I understand?
You know, we're running into budget, issues, pushing against what we're supposed to spend, and I'm having to go pick up tile or do whatever I gotta do here. I'm just watching costs just elevate and elevate. Literally, I have no communication with anyone. I get he's working on his broker license, doing stuff, and could you give me a heads up? You know where I am, trying to make you money.
It's not like I'm not doing anything,
Okay, you're frustrated with the lack of communication. You're running around like crazy, picking up tile, delivering materials, working on the project, and you still have your full-time job, and you feel like it's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
How often are you guys communicating about the flip? Is it not every day?
No, it's every day.
Maybe they're communicating with each other about the flip and what's going on, but I don't hear about it.
And do you guys think you can work on 3 flips at the same time?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
How if we don't communicate?
At the end of the day, stress just comes from lack of knowledge and miscommunication.
Yeah.
In general, people get stressed out when they don't know what's going on. So go online and start a texting platform. And then each property has its own text chain. Demo started, 5 days in, oh no, ran into a plumbing leak, right? So now you're tracking every single thing that's happening with the house.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's great. Yeah, that's cool.
Who's in charge of the budget then?
I think for this particular property is we were kind of all trying to do every role, right? So some of that stuff probably got passed up by us on our end.
These are just growing pains. As you grow your business, as you scale your business, it's gonna get even more difficult. It's about setting up systems to work through them and just make sure each of you know what you're responsible for.
For sure.
And if you guys do that, you will be successful.
Yeah.
Yep.
What separates us from most is we could have these disagreements, we can get into arguments, but we persevere, we move forward. And if someone else talked to my brother like I talk to him sometimes, that person would have a bigger problem,
So can I get you guys a hug or anything like that?
Yes.
No. You're a big guy.
Come on.
Come on, brother. There you go. Coming in hot. Am I gonna be impressed?
I think you will.
Honestly, it came out better than I thought, and the quality shows. And then to finish this off, we're gonna pop a toilet in the corner, and then you're gonna do a glass shower enclosure.
All the way enclosed. We have a massive 16 by 16
Nice.
shower head, a removable shower handle going in here.
Awesome. Well, I'm impressed. We're at the finish line.
Yes,
we gotta
we are.
finish this thing. Let's make some money,
Let's do it.
and let's get out of here, huh?
All right.
Brian, I got a flippin' surprise for you.
Oh, dude, what's up, man?
What's
Yo,
up?
Good to see
yo.
you. How you doing, brother?
Good.
It seems like the guys are back on track, but I want to make sure that Brian feels good about moving forward. He spends too much time at the job site. He's even picking up his own tile. That's not going to work while scaling up the business. So I brought Jeff by to give him some advice.
Are you just doing this one flip, or do you have many flips going on?
Right now, we just have the one going on time. The plan, of course, is to scale up and do multiple.
Okay, so for me, I'm not getting dirty as much anymore.
Yeah.
My job now, which your job should be, is to make sure the project runs smoothly, to manage the properties, multiple properties, and not be here every day.
And then what do you do about your budgets? Who's managing your budgets for each project?
Well, we have somebody in the office that they're writing all the change orders, they're calling in orders, but the bidding for me is the most important. I want to make sure that I bid it right. So that's the one part I haven't gotten away from yet.
Well, that makes sense.
It's just about putting it all together, creating a plan, implementing a system, and just doing it right.
I think once we can dial out and get out of my job, my main job right now, we can focus more, that'll help.
Don't quit that main job until this job is replacing double the income of your main.
You front load the work, you bust your ass for the next 36 months, you build the teams, you create the systems, and then you can get your foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah.
Feel free to give me a call, any questions that you have. I'd love to help you out, whatever it is.
Definitely, man, I totally appreciate that.
All right.
So the house is totally done now. How long have we been in this project?
3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
And what was the goal when I first met you guys?
It's 11 weeks.
11 weeks. So
Week over.
you almost made the construction deadline.
We did.
You did, all right. Yep. The house came out phenomenal. You guys did such an amazing job with the layout, with the design. Honestly, super impressed with the quality work and just the house itself. You guys paid $1,275,000 for the house.
Correct.
The construction budget was $200,000. I know we've had some change orders. Where did we end up?
250.
250, yeah.
Best case scenario, we'll get it listed and sold in the next 60 days. So let's call it start to finish 5 months, which would be $45,000 in carrying cost. Your total closing cost and commission, roughly $40,000. That is gonna give us a break even of $1,610,000. What are you guys thinking about listing for?
1.79.
Okay, I have to ask, like, why 1.79 and what's justifying that price?
We're seeing some houses, they might be a little bit more square footage, but they need a ton of work, going for about 1.7-ish. We just feel we have a great product, better product. I mean, literally everything is brand new in the house.
Got
right?
it. I would never list it at that price. I did run the comparables on the house, and the market has definitely changed a little bit. We have a house similar to this one, same floor plan, but with an addition, nowhere near as nice, but it just sold, I think, under 1.5.
Okay.
And it was 500 square foot larger.
Yeah.
Saw that.
So I feel like this house is most likely gonna sell for 1.6 or less. In that case, we might be in a position where you guys have to write a check.
Yeah.
If you guys wanted to test out the market, you know, just to like make you more comfortable, I guess, then go ahead and do it. If, you know, it all works out and you guys do sell at $1,799,000 with a break even of $1,610,000, the profit's gonna be $190,000, which is about $63,000 each. If you're doing $60,000, $70,000 each flip, that's starting to become money where you can leave your day job.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Right. We just got to do that a couple times a year.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me your wife said this house better be gone before
Yes.
the baby comes?
Yes.
So we just got to work super hard. Let's get this thing sold, and let's not piss off your wife.
Yeah.
Today's a big day. What are you guys most nervous about?
The list price. You know, I think people will come see it because it's a good product, but worried that the list price might be a little too high, and that's going to scare away from some offers.
Yeah, it can. Let's pop our earpieces in. The fun thing is we actually get to spy on everybody, and we get to listen to what they say.
Nervous.
All right.
So it could be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing. Well, I guess we're gonna find out.
Find out.
Good.
Like the white and black.
Yeah, the white and black's your style.
I'm not nutty about the white pebble look.
Well, you should have seen it before.
Yeah.
Oh, the entryway and the doorway is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is pretty darn nice.
Yeah.
We love the open concept.
Yes, it is so pretty.
Removing that big wall just made the biggest difference with this house.
I totally agree.
I
It's
agree.
crazy.
I love those two windows, actually.
Small fireplace, though.
And the fireplace is gorgeous. So it's perfect for entertaining and our little ones.
Yeah.
We were all so scared about that roof line
Yeah.
coming down, right? And not one person's commented on it.
It definitely flows more that we drywall that in.
Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
100%.
I really like this island.
Big for
huge.
entertaining, yeah.
I love the navy. Oh, okay, nice. So a microwave would go there, which I like.
Where's the microwave?
We want to save the money.
Okay.
We're already over budget enough.
A microwave, I think, is something we have to do.
Okay.
Especially when it's cut out for a built-in.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a gorgeous bathroom with a walk-in shower. So pretty.
With the bench.
The bench, the black.
Thankfully, they like this design here. It'll make Tara feel a little better and maybe make us feel a little more comfortable moving forward with her decision.
Yeah, I mean, she did a great job.
Bedroom is smaller than our one we have right now, and one less closet than we have right now.
There's 3 other bedrooms for the closets. They can,
there you go.
Use the other one. Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, nice to have the deck.
Oh, isn't that pretty? Let's go out.
All right, so slider was a good call.
Big backyard.
I like it.
Might need the pool guy to come.
What happened to the pool? It's open house day.
3 times the guy canceled on us. We're trying to find another one.
Such a bummer, you know, you guys spent all that money on the tile and the plaster, and then it's green.
Yeah.
This is really pretty. I love this tile. You know what it looks like? It almost looks like grass cloth.
They've got about 40% more space in that bathroom by knocking out that wall, opening it up, redoing the plumbing.
A bedroom. Or you could make it an office.
Oh, look at this window.
Yeah, this is nice.
This is to be a cute, like, kid's room.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful house.
Yeah, it really is.
Personally, I think almost pushing 8 million is a little high.
Oh, man. Not what I want to hear.
1.799, that's almost 1.8 million.
That is 1.8 million.
It's a lot of money based on the square footage.
The outside could use some work.
Top contender and no.
I put it in the top 5.
All right. We'll think about it.
They said think about. It's not a no.
Yeah.
We didn't get any offers today.
Yeah.
But what we did get was feedback. Everybody loved the design. They loved the layout. The last mountain we need to climb is figuring out if someone's gonna buy it at 1.8. This is where it can get very scary for you guys. Like, my suggestion is, if you guys don't get a solid offer in the next 30 days, 100% we have to reduce the price, and at least by 6 figures. After this flip, how are you guys gonna move forward? Are you guys gonna continue working together? Have you guys had that conversation?
Absolutely gonna keep working together.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, we may fight, but we'll always figure it out.
Okay.
You know?
I've had a great time working with you guys. I feel like you guys have learned so much. I was impressed with the speed of the project, impressed with the design. So now we just have to take everything we've learned over the last couple months and get it going on the next flip.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
That's it, of course. These guys really impressed me. They created a beautiful home, and they did it quickly. If they get their sales price of 1.8 million, they'll walk away with a profit of $190,000. And since they put the house on the market, Eric and his wife welcomed their baby girl. Congrats to the growing family.